Barca fans, this is it. Nico Williams to Barcelona is now 150% certain, and the deal could be completed this week. Meanwhile, Chelsea and Atletico Madrid are circling one of Barca's most promising young midfielders, Marc Casado. Could he be the surprise exit to fund our next superstar? If you're hyped about Nico Williams joining Barcelona and want to stay ahead of every twist and turn this transfer window, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a breaking update. And let us know in the comments, should Barca cash in on Marc Casado if a big offer arrives? Or is he too important to let go? Let's dive into the full story, starting with Nico Williams and the final steps before he puts on the Blaugrana jersey. La Liga winger 150% certain to join Barcelona this summer, as reported by Gerard Romero. After weeks of negotiations and deliberations, Barcelona's pursuit of Nico Williams appears to have reached the final stages. Everything is set in motion for the Catalans in their bid to sign the athletic club winger, who has given his word of approval for the transfer. Although guarantees over the player's registration were becoming an issue, those problems have now been resolved as well. According to Gerard Romero, the transfer is virtually sealed. Nico Williams' arrival at Barcelona is 99.9% certain, with all sides aligned and no serious hurdles left to overcome. The deal is so advanced that only a dramatic, unforeseen twist could derail it now. Romero adds that there is no more room for twists or surprises. All issues with Nico's agent, Felix Tinta, have been resolved, and background noise involving other clubs, like Bayern Munich or talk of alternatives like Luis Diaz, has faded entirely. It could only be a matter of time before Nico Williams joins Barcelona this summer. Barcelona and the player are now focused on finalizing the legal and bureaucratic aspects of the transfer. That includes processing the paperwork to pay the player's release clause, which the club could look to execute as soon as this week. In short, the operation is now seen as a matter of timing, rather than negotiation. All efforts in the coming hours and days will be aimed at closing the deal. Both sides remain confident of ensuring that Nico Williams is present for Barca's medicals on July 13th. Finally, Gerard Romero adds that Nico's move to Barcelona is sealed. There is a 150% chance he will play for the Catalans next season. Chelsea and Atletico Madrid show interest in 21-year-old Barcelona midfielder, report by Rafael Humayun. Difficult choices are something that FC Barcelona have become all too familiar with. For the Catalan Giants, the last few years have been full of such decisions and movements. Even today, despite being in a much healthier financial position, Barcelona must consider such decisions every once in a while. With the summer transfer window now open and various operations now underway, La Blaugrana must remain mindful of their situation and the limits within which they must operate. For now, the two primary targets have been Espanyol's Joan Garcia and Athletic Club's Nico Williams. A great season with the first team in the most recent campaign. A fan favorite already, Casado is a player who has a strong connection to both Barcelona and the culture around the club and city. Letting him go would be a big call, but the Catalan Giants are aware that some difficult decisions will have to be made this summer. Currently, with an active contract until 2028, Casado also has a €100 million release clause. While it is quite unlikely that Chelsea would end up paying the release clause, any offer that is significantly above his €30 million valuation, as per Sport, would be considered by Barcelona. Interestingly, Chelsea is not the only club reported to be interested in the 21-year-old Barcelona midfielder. Fellow La Liga side Atletico Madrid also consider him a player who fits the profile that they are looking for, but their offer will likely not be as lucrative as the one Chelsea could potentially make for the player. Moreover, it is important to consider the sporting aspect of this as well. With the return of Marc Bernal from injury and the possible adjustment of Rafinha towards a more attacking midfield role, there are a lot of players fighting for chance in that Barcelona midfield. The likes of Marc Bernal, Rafinha, Pedri, Frenkie de Jong, Fermin Lopez, Dani Olmo, and even Gavi are all there. This would mean that Casado's opportunities next season are likely to be extremely limited, and it was visible enough last season that Flick preferred Bernal over him when both were fit as well. Casado remains dedicated to the club, Still, that should not take away anything from the meritocracy that was shown in regards to Casado's playing time last season. He fully earned his place with exceptional performances ever since Bernal's unfortunate injury, but his own untimely lateral ligament injury near the end of the season stopped him from having even more of an influence. With Barcelona hoping to return to the 1:1 rule soon, perhaps a sale like Casado's would not hurt to consider. Still, there is quite some time left in the transfer window this summer, and unexpected occurrences can never be ruled out when it comes to Barcelona. As for the player himself, he has no intention of leaving the club just yet. His affiliation and loyalty to Barcelona is unquestionable, and it is going to be a difficult process to explain the situation to him should it arise, and Hansi Flick may need to have a conversation with the player himself potentially.